Welcome to Life Melody. On this channel, we aim to enrich your life with audio and background music. Today, we're presenting a debate between AI, which have seen rapid advancements in recent years. Finally, we have answers to previously unresolved questions. The theme for this time is comedy. AIA argues for Kansai comedians. AIB argues for Kanto comedians. They will thoroughly discuss and come to a conclusion about which one is funnier. Through this video, let's enhance our debating skills and logical thinking. Now, let's start the debate.
I still think comedians from Kansai are funnier. Osaka and Kyoto are the heart of comedy. And the culture of humor is deeply rooted there.
It's true that Kansai is a comedy mecca. But Kanto comedians are no slouches either. For example, in Tokyo, new styles and routines are constantly being created, offering a lot of diversity.
Kansai has a long history of manzai. And there are many prestigious agencies like Yoshimoto Kogyo and Shochiku Gaino, so the level of comedians is high. The tempo of manzai and the sharpness of the tsukomi are better in Kansai.
However, Kanto has a strong culture of skits and excels at surreal humor and black comedy. An example would be Anjashu and Tokyo 03, who are representative of this unique style.
That's true, Kanto comedy is strong in skits. But when it comes to mastering traditional manzai, it's Kansai. Warai Meshi and Chidori perform amazing manzai that never gets old.
Recently, Kanto manzai comedians have been stepping up as well. For example, Audrey and Haraichi perform innovative manzai, and the quality in Kanto is improving.
I admit that, but the audience reaction and the unique timing and atmosphere of Kansai comedians can't be matched. Not just manzai comedians, but also solo performers and comedy units are very entertaining.
That's a valid point. But Kanto comedians bring diversity and new forms of comedy. For instance, Ramens and Bakaridham have unique styles that are distinctly Kanto.
Ultimately, which is funnier comes down to personal preference. But Kansai comedy is straightforward and easy to understand, making it more accessible and easier to laugh at.
Yes, it's a matter of taste. But Kanto comedy isn't losing, and it continues to evolve. So we can't take our eyes off it.
I agree. It's great if both can inspire each other and make Japanese comedy as a whole even better.
Exactly. If comedy can make everyone happy, that's the best outcome.
Please wait a moment. It seems like you're trying to make it sound nice, but that's not allowed. You must choose a conclusion from one of the options. Please continue the discussion.
How about considering the number of TV appearances and media exposure of comedians? Kansai comedians have many opportunities to hone their skills, including local shows.
That's interesting. But Kanto comedians also appear on many national programs, leveraging Tokyo's status as a major city to appeal to a wider audience.
True. Kansai's local humor and culture influence their jokes, making them relatable to local audiences. However, whether this humor is universally appreciated is another matter.
Exactly. Kanto comedians need to cater to a diverse audience in a cosmopolitan environment, which broadens their humor. For example, comedians like Knights and Bakaridham are popular with audiences from various backgrounds.
That might be true. However, Kansai comedians gain a lot of experience through live performances at theaters, which sharpens their improvisation and ad-lib skills.
Improvisation might be Kansai's strength. But Kanto comedians also participate in many live performances and festivals, getting a lot of training. Tokyo has venues like Yoshimoto Hall and Lumine the Yoshimoto.
Kansai comedy has a traditional boke and tsukomi style, which is uniquely appealing. While Kanto also has boke and tsukomi, Kansai's tempo and rhythm are special.
In Kanto, boke and tsukomi mix with skits, impressions, and performance art, creating diverse comedy. For instance, solo skits by Bakarhythm and Surreal. Skits by Jaru Jaru are distinctively Kanto.
Considering why Kansai comedians seem funnier, it's partly because humor is intertwined with regional culture. In Kansai, humor is part of daily life, and people are exposed to comedy from a young age.
That's true. But Kanto's appeal lies in Tokyo's environment, where new cultures and trends emerge, continuously evolving comedy with fresh styles and expressions.
Both regions have their strengths. Kansai comedians seem to be universally well received across age groups, offering universal humor.
On the other hand, Kanto comedians attract specific fanbases with unique perspectives and surreal humor, which is popular in urban areas.
When you think about it, it's hard to simply compare which is funnier because the styles of humor are different. The way people perceive it also changes, based on their preferences and cultural background.
That's true, preferences and cultural backgrounds have a big impact. However, considering the current situation, where audiences across the country enjoy both styles of comedy through television and the internet, it might be fairer to conclude that both have their own unique appeal rather than one being correct.
Exactly. Both Kansai and Kanto comedy are wonderful and offer different ways to enjoy humor. By recognizing each other's strengths, I think the overall comedy culture in Japan can further develop.
Ultimately, it's difficult to definitively decide which is funnier. But the most important thing is to enjoy the unique charms of both. In the end, laughter makes people happy, and because of its diversity, many people can smile.
That's right. Let's look forward to comedians from each region, striving to deliver even better comedy.
Absolutely. Let's continue to enjoy and support both Kansai and Kanto comedy.
Please remember what was said earlier. The conclusion must be one or the other.
Understood. Let's continue the discussion with more specific examples. For instance, there are many nationally famous manzai comedians from Kansai. I think Downtown, 99, and Chidori are prime examples. Their manzai is well received everywhere, and their influence is significant.
That's true, Kansai manzai comedians are indeed strong. But there are also nationally famous skit comedians and variety talents from Kanto. Anjish, Bakarhythm, and Audrey are good examples. And their skits and talk shows are very popular.
That's certainly true. However, I think Kansai comedians stand out for their manzai tempo and sharp tsukomi. It's like the rhythm of laughter is ingrained in their bodies, giving them a strong ability to engage the audience.
On the other hand, Kanto comedians are always exploring new styles of humor. So there are many varied acts and characters. They have techniques to entertain the audience with surreal humor and black comedy, among other approaches.
That's a valid point. But Kansai comedy has a long-standing tradition, and the skills and experiences cultivated within it allow for consistent laughter.
However, Kanto comedy isn't bound by tradition and creates new things with free thinking, giving it great potential for the future. Especially in Tokyo, where young talent gathers, we can expect future growth.
Considering the future possibilities, Kanto comedy is indeed attractive. But if we think about the current quality and stability of humor, Kansai comedy is still superior, isn't it?
That might be true, but modern comedy values diversity, and the new styles and perspectives that Kanto comedians offer cannot be ignored.
Then, to ultimately decide which is funnier, we need to consider the wide range of audience reactions, current popularity, and influence comprehensively.
Yes, and from that perspective, Kansai comedy might currently have a slight edge in terms of nationwide support.
Right. Kansai comedy is backed by tradition and skill, loved by many, suggesting that Kansai comedians might be funnier.
Let's agree on that. Kanto comedy is also fantastic, but for now, Kansai comedians seem to lead in overall evaluation.
Agreed. Let's keep enjoying and supporting comedy from both regions. appreciating their unique strengths.
Exactly. We hope both Kansai and Kanto continue to inspire each other, leading to even better comedy.
How was it? The conclusion this time is, Kansai comedians are funnier. We would be delighted if this video provided you with new perspectives and deeper understanding. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. See you in the next video.